Hey, it's Dr. J, and happy Friday. Last week we talked about how is we filling our jar and how are we filling our life. And this week I really wanted to, I'm trying to fix my shirt here. This week I really want to talk about time and how we are spending our time because the way we get at living intentionally is to really be self aware enough to not only know, but also to slowly start to tweak changes. But I feel like I need to have another quick discussion. I was in some chats and conversations this week, and the one thing that came up was affirmations. And it's similar to whether you decided to do a vision board or start your vision board for this year or start your vision board for work or personal or all in one, or whether you really identified your word for this year. And I shared with y'all that my word is faith, and I shared where it came from. So if you missed that, check out an old video. But the other piece to this living intentionally for me is this idea of having affirmations. And I want to talk about my main affirmation that I tell myself all the time, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, whether it is community work, whatever the assignment is, I tell myself I have everything I need to do what I've been called to do. I have everything I need to do what I've been called to do. I have everything I need to do what I've been called to do. Here is why for me that's important. And I say it in my head sometimes, or if there's a project that is particularly hard, I have to remind myself I've got everything I need to do what I've been called to do. And it's important because it removes excuses. It is important because it reinstills faith that I have all that I need to do the assignment that is right before me. It is important to me because it tells me that I am at the center and I need to figure it out. So usually I tell myself I have everything I need to do what I've been called to do. But with other people, whether it's a work assignment or a personal assignment or whatever it is, I'm like, no, you need to figure it out. And the way you figure it out is having faith and believing and understanding that you have everything you need to complete that assignment that's right before you. So we sometimes look at projects and we look at the big, or we look at starting a business and we look at the huge, or we look at all of the things in order to get to where we want to be and what we see. And the truth is that you start right here. You start in the immediate, you start in the right now, you start what is right before you. You don't have to worry about a storefront if you're baking goods when there's a law that says you can bake in a small kitchen or rent a kitchen or in your house, right? You have everything you need to do what you've been called to do. It removes the excuses and puts the onus on me. Because if I truly believe that I have it, that means that I should be able to figure it out and do the assignment. And so as you're thinking about maybe what your affirmation is, or are you thinking about the narrative that you tell yourself? I can't do this because, or I can't do that because, or I need this in order to do X, Y, and Z. No, you don't. You have everything you need to do what you've been called to do. The question then becomes, what's the assignment? Not what you see, but what's right before you. So think about it. Think about what your affirmation can be, and you can have more than one. It has to be specific to you because I have faced just in the journey some obstacles and some barriers and some things that I didn't understand and some growth opportunities. When you are put in a new place to do a new thing, it becomes intimidating. I have to believe that I've got everything I need to do what I've been called to do. And when I embody that and when I tell myself that over and over and over, because oftentimes it's the narrative that we're telling ourselves. When I tell myself that, then I start to say, okay, what do I need to do to figure out what's right before me? So think about your responsibilities. Think about where you want to go, but also think about right where you are. Think about the things that may look like they're easy, but they're not. Think about the things that may look like they're hard, but they're really easy. Think about where you are and what your assignment is right now. You have everything you need to do what you've been called to do. Your job and your task and your assignment is to figure out how. See y'all next week. And next week, I'm for real, for real. We're going to talk about how we're spending these 24 hours. All right. Talk to y'all later. Have an amazing weekend. Thanks for watching. If you want to check any of the old videos, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, I think is JuanitaMorris.com. And then we have some super cool stuff coming up. It's really, really exciting. Make sure that you subscribe to the website, JuanitaMorris.com, so you can be in on all of the good stuff. See you soon. Have a great weekend.